In this demonstration, we'll take a look at how to apply a routing policy within the Junos OS. Now, the first thing that I want to do is I want to take a look at my routing policy. So I'm going to go into my policy options and use my show command. So if you take a look at my configuration here, you can see that I do have a policy created called Glen Routing Policy. And that policy has two terms in it called Term 1 and Term 2. Now, the first term has a matching condition where it goes and checks to see if the protocol of the routing information message is OSPF, and if so, then go alter the metric value and then accept the message. Whereas term 2 does a matching condition or test where it checks to see if the routing information message is from neighboring device 192.168.1.254. If so, then go and reject the message. So I've created the policy. Now what I need to do is I need to apply that policy so that the device then goes and uses this as a policy to control the routing table information. So whether that be as an import policy or whether that be as an export policy. Now in this case, I am going to configure it as an export policy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the set protocols command. And with set protocols, I'm going to use the OSPF parameter because I want to configure OSPF. Now I'm going to specify a question mark here. And when I do, you'll notice that we have a number of different parameters. And the parameter that I'm looking for is I do want to configure the OSPF protocol for this export policy. So I need to use the export keyword. So I type in export. And then I'm going to use a question mark to get a list of my parameters. And what's kind of nice is it does show me that I do have a policy created called Glen Routing Policy. So if I want to apply that policy, I'm going to type that in after the export parameter. So set protocols OSPF export Glen Routing Policy. So that has configured my policy as an export policy of OSPF. So now if I go and edit protocols OSPF and then just use my show command here, we can see here that we do have the export statement in there. Actually, let me go up one level and use the show command on protocols so you can see that we do have OSPF set up with the export policy. So in this demonstration, you saw how to apply a policy, a routing policy, to a Junos device.